Hi, in this lesson we are going to look at for loop. It is very similar to while loop, but it has some syntactical changes. Also, we can perform some other tasks. Okay, for loop is special, but it can do everything that a while loop can do. Okay, let's look at a simple example. This is the same example that we have seen when we have written the while loop. We are initializing I to 0, so this is the initialization. Then we want to print the current value of I as long as I is less than or equal to 10. So this is the condition, Boolean expression that we are evaluating. We want to execute a task as long as I value is less than or equal to 2. That is the expression. Then in the while loop, we need to make sure we update the value of I. Otherwise, I is never going to become greater than 10. In that case, it will be always true and it will go into an infinite loop. So there are clearly three parts, actually four parts. First part is a task. In this case, it is simply printing the value of I. That is okay. That is the task. We are controlling this task, or we are iterating this task depending on the value of I. And I has to be initialized. I has to be checked for some condition. Then I has to be updated. So we have three parts apart from the task itself. Apart from the task, we have three more conditions, three things like initialization, checking for the expression, and updating the variables. So if we can keep these three things like initialization, expression, and updation in one part, that is going to look more concise and it is going to be easy for reading also. Actually, for a code, readability is very important. Okay, so let's rewrite this thing using the for loop. Okay, instead of while, we use for loop, and let's keep the task same. And let's move the things around. Like as we said, we want to keep initialization first, then we want to check for the expression that is returning a Boolean value, and also we want to increment or update statement. Okay, so I have written the same thing using a for loop. If you see here, it is more concise, more readable. So how does the execution of the for loop happens? So let's see. First, for loop has three parts. As we have seen previously, it has three parts. Those three parts we have seen already basically. One is initialization, second one is validation, and third one is updating. Okay, so this is how for loop works. First, whatever is there in the initialization part, the thing before first semicolon, it will evaluate. After that, it will evaluate this expression. If it is true, it will go ahead and execute this task. Then it will come here, update the variable, then again check for the condition. If it is true, execute the task, come back to updation, check for the expression. If it is true, execute the task. So this loop will continue. So this is the loop. Actually, first time initialization initialization statements will be evaluated. Second, expression is evaluated. If it is true, then execute task. So for the first time, if the expression is evaluated to false, then the task will never happen, just like while loop. Then third one, execute task. Fourth one, update variable. Okay, from here onwards the loop happens. Okay, this is the loop. So once it updates the variable, it is going to evaluate the expression again. If it is true, execute the task, update the variable, then the loop will continue. It is similar to while loop. Okay, but the initialization will happen for the first time only. It will never get executed. While entering the for loop, for the first time initialization statements will be evaluated and they will be created. But after that, this particular block is never going to be executed. Okay, that is about the for loop. It is more readable than a while loop, and it keeps the initialization, evaluation, and the updation part of the variable in one place. So that is a simple for loop. There are some other details like what can go in this first one, like before the first semicolon. Not only initializations, there can be some expressions also. So all those things we will discuss in a different video that will be titled for loop in detail. Please watch out for that video. Also, there is a different loop called enhanced for loop. To understand enhanced for loop, we need to look at arrays and some other things before that. So we are not going to discuss enhanced for loop till we complete the arrays part. So till then, these are the three loops we are going to use. First one is while loop, second one is do while loop, and third one is simple for loop. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share it with others.